Hey, this is Mike Barnes, the financial first responder. Hey, today I want to talk to you about something important. I had an opportunity to sit down with my better half this morning, and we were reminiscing about some things from back in the day when we were younger. Actually, some of the mistakes we made financially. And I got this topic from her. And so, without further ado, let's go a little bit back in time. The truth about 0% financing, the 7 costly mistakes. Now, Mike Barnes, the financial first responder, knows this firsthand, people. I know that if you're not careful, you could be making some of the same mistakes too. See, I want you to make your life great on purpose. So, without further ado, let's get started. Now, why does this matter? You see, 0% offers are increasing every time you go into your email or your mailbox. Many people misunderstand the promo terms or promotional terms. Mistakes can cost you thousands of dollars. And financial discipline does equal financial freedom. Now, I want to tell you a little story at this point. The year was probably between 1996 and 97. I think it was right before our daughter was born. And, we needed some furniture for the house, and we bought a leather couch. And what had happened was we didn't really read the fine print. We said, hey, the salesperson said, hey, you got 0% down, put it on credit, you can pay it off in a year. And we were so happy to get this leather couch and chair, we didn't really study the paperwork too well. Now, as we go along, I'm going to tell you what we ended up spending. But I need you to understand that it's mistakes like that can cost you a lot of money. Now, how do these offers really work? You have the promotional period. Usually it's a year. You have your standard APR, APR standing for annual percentage rate after the promo or promotion, and you got a minimum payment that's required. Now, the lenders expect for them to make their profit later. I think the rule is that most people that actually get 0% financing, if we were talking about 100 people, maybe 2 people would pay the actual item off. So, going back to this couch situation, I need you to understand that it's not free. That temporary rate of 0%, the interest activates after the promo. So, in other words, after that year of not paying it off, you now get hit with some expenses. See, banks rely on that missed payoff timing. And so, let me say it like this. When we bought the couch, I think it might have been $2,600 to $3,000. Think about that for a second. Leather couch, pure leather, and a chair, between $2,600 and $3,200, let's say. Mistake number 2, deferred interest trap. See, retail financing often that's deferred, that doesn't get paid back. If $1 remains in interest, it's added from day one. So let's wind the clock back. Let's look at the calendar. That means that if you paid most of it off and then you didn't pay the last bit of interest off, it's rewound back 365 days to when you would have paid interest. Always verify the true 0% APR. Mistake number 3, no payoff strategy. See, when my wife and I were younger, we didn't look at dividing the balance by the promos months. Set up automatic payments. We definitely didn't set up automatic payments. We paid that, as we got paid. Build a payoff calendar. We didn't do that. We just looked at what we had to pay and we paid it. No plan equals higher risk. Now, remember I told you that it was about 25 to 30 some, I can't remember the exact amount. I'm getting ready to tell you what it ended up being in a second. Hold that thought. Mistake number 4, pay the minimum payment myth. The minimum keeps you in debt. See, if you just pay the minimums, you will never pay that item off. Increases long-term interest, and it's designed for the lender to profit. Most of these furniture companies, credit card companies, they are depending on you not paying it off in a timely manner. So how do we fix that? Well, I can tell you for sure, we didn't fix it at all. We just paid the minimums. And that 25 to 30 some $100 couch and chair ended up costing us over $8,000 by the time we paid it off. I want that to sink in for you. Now, we didn't have jacked up credit. We just didn't read the terms. And there's probably some people out there like we were, young, newlyweds, not knowing much about how the credit game was. See, now this on one side of this, let's say that you remember I was teaching that credit runs from 300 to 850. So in this example, this person has a FICO score of 820. Now, one of the common mistakes that people make as far as utilization damage is they should be trying to keep their utilization under 30%. But when they get those high balances, it lowers their credit score. And it could impact mortgages or business funding. Mistake number 6, too many accounts. Remember in the previous slide, we said that this person had an 820. Once you start getting too many credit cards, it drops that credit score, baby. You see here, it's down to like 768. I remember that if you had a 620 credit score, you could get a mortgage. Now, because of the way the markets are and rates are, it could stop you from getting your dream home or your dream car. See, you get a lot of hard inquiries when you apply for a lot of credit. It's going to shorten your credit history because it's new credit. Underwriting, it puts red flags out there. And then background checks for those people who have security clearances. If you have too much debt, whether you're in the military or you work for the government, it could affect your security clearances because you owe too much money. Mistake number 7, we look at lifestyle versus strategies. Now I have two sets of people here. You have a young couple with a baby, and then you have a senior citizen, a veteran, a retiree. You want to avoid financial consumption. Too much of it is a bad thing. You want to use strategically some form of debt elimination. And you want to shorten, short term, I should say, structured level leverage only. So, in other words, you want to keep your debts low and you want to structure them in such a way that is beneficial to you and not the lender. You see, this veteran, he probably doesn't have much debt because he's older and he doesn't need much. Younger couple, they got to have the new ride, they got to have the car, they got to have a lot of things going on, so they may be spending more money than the veteran. Just want you to think about that for a second. Let that settle in your brain housing group. The right way to use 0%. You want to have a payoff plan, people. You want to do auto pay before expiration. You want to keep utilization below 30% if at all possible. Sometimes it's not avoidable. This is why we say you have that 3 to 6 months times your salary set aside or your expenses set aside in the emergency fund, and never carry any debt past the promo balance. Understand, the lending companies are not out there to help you. It's usually to help their stockholders, shareholders, or the company itself with recurring income. Now, if you like what I said tonight or today, depending on when you're listening to this, I want you to do several things for me. I want you to join the financial positioning system. I want you to protect what you earn. I want you to build wealth with intentionality or intentionally. I want you to make your life great on purpose. Now, all this being said, I am a licensed professional, financial professional. This has been for educational purposes only. If you want more information on the financial positioning system, click the first link below. That will take you to a form that will help you get more information and get you started. If you want more information about my organization, click the second link below. Let's have a conversation. Let's get on a virtual call or a phone call, and let's see how we can help you to better your financial situation. Look, this is Mike Barnes, a financial first responder. Please like and subscribe my channel. I look forward to talking to you. God bless you, and I wish you peace and blessings.